Now, here's what we're going to do. We did this last year, Mackenzie and I, on our previous pod for the prime time games. So we did this for the Thursday night games and the Monday night games. We construct a same game parlay. Now, here's the deal. And I'm just going to throw it out there for you guys, the audience. Same game parlays are designed for you all to lose your money. Okay? They're extremely attractive. The sports books will promote the hell out of them. But overall, it's a losing proposition. However, I do think it's attackable. I do think there are ways that you can certainly profit off of same game parlays. One theory or one premise is something that we've talked about before, which is the anti-correlated parlays. See, this is where you can trick the sportsbook algorithm into giving you a jacked out payout on two aspects that they consider to be negatively correlated. For instance, you bet a receiver to go over his receiving yards, but under his receptions. If you're taking a guy that's like, oh, well, he's only a deep threat, right? He's only going to catch that one bomb down the field or two bombs. So we go under 2.5 receptions, but over the 55 yards or whatever it is. That's negatively correlated. The sportsbook doesn't think that both of those things can happen at the same time. And so you're going to get a jacked up payout on these things. So my first, I guess, piece of advice to the audience would be careful when you're doing these same game parlays. They all look good. They all feel good, but just you're not getting the best payout all the time. They know what they're doing, these books. So sometimes you're better off just betting these props individually. If you like 3 props that you want to put in the same game parlay, just bet all 3 props individually and shop around for different books to get the best number on all 3 of those props. Because if you go 2-1, you're still going to make a little bit of profit, as opposed to if you go 2-1 in your same game parlay, probably playing worse numbers than you can find in any other book in the market. And then you're not going to get the true payout of what your parlay would pay if you just parlayed those legs individually, if they were just games and not props. So all that being said, Jared, let's cook up a same game parlay. So, I'm going to use
Are you okay? Take a breath. You're okay.
I'm going to use our 2 because I think it's funny. I'm like saying don't do it, but I'm saying let's do it. It is fun. Let's use our 2 best bets as the first 2 legs. Now, I'm going to use FanDuel Sportsbook for this because they've been good to the pod. And also, they have rogue numbers on first halves, which is fantastic.
They do,
FanDuel
actually.
Sportsbook right now has 24.5 for the first half total. It is 24 at circa and 23.5 the rest of the market.
That's a really good number.
They have 24.5. So play FanDuel under 24.5 in the first half.
That's more than half of the actual total in the game.
Yes. It's
That's
unbelievable.
Crazy. I just bet the first half under 24 minus $1.15. So I'm in on that with you. I'm in on the Jalen Hurts prop. Those are the 2. I think those are the 2 legs I like the most for sure.
Okay. So just those 2 legs and the Jalen Hurts prop, for full disclosure, when I'm building this same game parlay now up on FanDuel, it's at 212.5. We're still going to play. We're still going to build out this hypothetical same game parlay here. So Jalen Hurts under 212.5 passing yards, under 24.5 for the first half total. That is plus 175. What is the next thing that you would like to add into this same game parlay, Jared, that you think, and hey, maybe it's negatively correlated and we can jack up this payout?
I have one. What is the quarterback rushing prop for Dak Prescott to the over?
Are you staring at my screen?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
I'm not sharing the screen with you right now, right?
No, you're not.
I literally have Dak Prescott over 7.5 rushing yards in the same game parlay.
Because that is a negative prop for Dak, but it's positive in terms of the correlation that we're gonna get with the to me, if Dak's running for his life, it's good for the under, right? But it's bad for an under on a total because we're going over in yards, but it's really not if you think about it.
Which is why the payout goes from plus 175 to plus 409.
Yeah.
This is our base. This is our same game parlay. Now, this is what Mac and I did this last year. And so I'm going to do it again this year because the fans seem to really like it. We give you a base same game parlay. And then we do the little sprinkle, the little fun little Fez called it the weekend in the Hamptons last year,
Yeah, the
where it
pizza
was
bet.
like, hey, yeah. Mitch and Paulie call it the pizza bet. I
Pizza
mentioned it
bet.
before. We call it the Starbucks bet, the whatever. Let's have some fun
Whatever.
with it. So our base parlay, let's go over it right now. Our base same game parlay for tonight, Jalen Hurts under 212 and a half passing yards. Dak Prescott over 7.5 rushing yards, and the first half total under 24.5 points. That is plus 409 right now on the DraftKings, on the FanDuel Sportsbook. DraftKings will be priced differently. Let's add another leg to give this the long shot appeal. Now we're not doing touchdown scorers. Forget that nonsense.
No.
We're not doing that. What do you think about going under? Because we love unders, okay? Actually, no, because I do want to
Why
build
don't
a
we
negative
just
here.
go under on Dak, period, his passing yard?
Well, no, I want to jack up the payout, so I want a negative correlation. So what I was
Okay.
actually thinking of is we go over, because we're going under on Jalen Hurts' passing yards. Let's
Yeah.
go over on Saquon Barkley receiving yards.
I like that. I
It's
like that a lot.
13 and a half yards. He catches
Yeah.
one screen pass, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's not going to crush us with the Jalen Hurts under. He could get
No.
25 receiving yards. It's not going to crush our Jalen
Yes.
Hurts under.
No.
We now go
And they
from
might
plus
be taking
409.
away, like Eberflus loves to drop back in soft zone and take away the deep ball, and he's going to be giving you the dink and dunks all night. Here's another one that you could go. What is the Dallas Goedert receptions prop to the over? That's another one that could be
Okay,
really intriguing.
I'll give you the payout on both. So if we take our base parlay and we add the Saquon over 13 and a half receiving yards, we go from plus 409 to plus 949.
Not bad.
Now, instead of the Barkley, if we do Dallas Goedert over 3.5 receptions, we go to plus 993. So a little bit
So it's
more of a
kind of the
payout.
same. A little,
Little
but
bit
it's pretty
more, though,
much
for
the
Goddard.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think in terms of, I'm actually surprised that the yards didn't give us more of a negative correlation.
Mm-hmm.
Because of that, I would say go receptions. Because
Okay.
4 receptions for Goddard could literally be like 15 yards. Whereas Saquon could break one for 40 if he's a big part of the passing game, and
Sure.
we're screwed. That honestly, that's the part of the Jalen Hurts passing under that scares me the most. It's not getting beat by Devontae Smith or AJ Brown over the top. I think Eberflus is going to take all that away. It's Saquon catching a dump off behind the line of scrimmage and jumping over 8 guys and going for 60. That's what scares me. They got to tackle their ass off because that dude is coming. Now, I don't think he's going to have as good of a year over the long haul, but in a one-game roll of the dice, that dude can take a screen pass and rip the one, explosive easily.
All right, so this is our then building the same game parlay. Our base, as I mentioned, Jalen Hurts under 212 and a half passing yards, Dak Prescott over 7.5 rushing yards, and the first half under 24.5 at plus 409. We add Dallas Goedert over 3.5 receptions. We are now at plus 993. That is option number 2 for a same game parlay. And the final option, as we put one final leg in this, to jack up the payout as much as possible. How about Cowboys plus 8.5?
Yeah. That's going to be really good for, actually, no, because you're on Jalen's under. I would say,
it makes it plus 1752.
What would it do if we bought the Eagles through 7 to 6.5?
Okay, so Eagles minus 6.5.
Because you're betting an under on Jalen Hurts prop.
Same thing, plus 1770.
I mean, I'll
It's
let
fun.
you decide that. I think both are fine. Like, it's the same. Like, Jalen Hurts going under his passing yards prop does not change my opinion on the Eagles winning the game. I think they're going to bully ball the hell out of this one. I just don't know if.
Okay.
The back door might be open for Dallas.
Yeah. I have a better option here. Let's see if they let us do this. Bang, they do. This is amazing. All right. Final leg of the parlay to make it plus 2208.
Wow.
It's 20. You ready for it?
Yeah.
Are you ready for it? I'm
Oh,
asking you, like Taylor
I'm
Swift. Are you ready for it?
born ready, baby. Let's go.
Second half over 23 and a half.
Oh yeah, that'll change everything. Absolutely. Yeah,
So we
that's
go.
that's better. That's better than any of the spreads. I think the
Yes.
spread's a point flip. I honestly do. I think it's priced right. I think the Eagles. I made the game 7.5, so I'm not gonna go nuts on an 8 or even a
Mhm.
7. So I think it's priced right. I do.
All right. So here is our 4 same game parlays. The base under 24 and a half first half. Jalen Hurts under 212 and a half passing yards. Dak Prescott over 7.5 rushing yards. That is plus 409. Second level would be taking those 3 and adding Dallas Goddard over 3.5 receptions. Jacks up the payout to plus 993. And the final long shot bomb, we add the second half over 23.5. We get it to plus 2208. Our same game parlays, courtesy of the FanDuel Sportsbook. For Thursday Night Football tonight between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys.